My name's Allison Goeders. I'm a third year at Louisiana Tech University, and my major is biology. Right now, I'm working with Dr. Lvov in research, which most people who want to go to medical school do some kind of research. You have to have some sort of experience in a laboratory, and that's really important. But working with Dr. Lvov, I get to work in the biomedical engineering laboratories and here at the Institute for Micromanufacturing, which is something that usually just engineering students and mainly just graduate engineering students get to work with. So it's a really unique opportunity for me to get to work in these labs. We have, really expensive equipment here, and we're on this very important research. Dr. Lvov recently is doing some stuff with like the Department of Defense, and so I get to kind of be a part of that and listen to that and help out with those procedures, which is something that most students my age especially don't get to do. And so I'm kind of the oddball in the group. I'm the only biology major. Most of them are graduate students and they're all biomedical engineering, but I guess I kind of bring a different aspect to the group, and I get to have a different approach to things than say their chemistry approach or physics approach. And so by working with Dr. Lvov kind of in collaboration with these people from different countries and different majors and different fields, we all kind of bring different approaches to it, and so it helps us to have a great collaboration together, and we all work together on different research projects. And right now I just recently submitted something to the Louisiana Space Program. I just applied for a grant, and our proposal is on clay nanotubes, and what we're doing is we're hoping to make stronger polymer composites with these, and so this could potentially be used in medicine, like in bone implants or with releasing drug release and things. And so and we're doing that, and I'm collaborating with people in pharmacology and people who are biomedical engineers, and we're all working together on that. And it's just a really great opportunity that I'm getting to work here with Dr. Lvov, and potentially next year, if we get this proposal, if it goes through with Louisiana Space Program, we'll hopefully get to go to California and present it, and there's just a lot of opportunities that are opened up to me here working through the engineering department that I wouldn't be able to get anywhere else. Well, I don't know, I guess it was a lot of different factors. I wanted to stay in the state. I mean, TOPS was really a huge part of that. That was a huge help, but I wanted to stay close. I'm from Shreveport, and so this is a really nice, I really like Louisiana Tech because it's on the quarter system, and that really, I don't know, it just works great because it's like you're in classes, but you're not in them for too long, and it doesn't feel like it's dragging on, and you get to we have longer classes. Like I'm in a class right now with Dr. Lvov, who you just talked to, and it's a chemistry class, and so we're in it for 2 hours, 2 days a week, and so it's great because in semester systems, you're in classes for about 50 minutes, and so this is really different. I really like how it works. We have breaks kind of spread out differently here at Tech, and I mean, Tech is just really on the forefront of things right now. We have a lot of new developments and stuff. We just had that eco car competition, which I had a bunch of friends help with that, and I kind of helped out with that, and they just won a bunch of awards in Houston, and so Tech is really, advancing and getting a lot of great things, so it seemed like a good opportunity to kind of put myself in that and take advantage of the situation. There's always, a lot of people don't consider staying in the state. A lot of people plan to go out, but I really, I'll probably attend LSU Medical School. I've done work at the medical center, and I've worked here, and this is my home, so I want to stay in Louisiana and stay close. But also, I mean, I've gained so much from being here, and just being in little old Ruston is giving me, contacts, and Dr. Lvov has contacts all over the world. I mean, not just in the nation, and so it kind of lets you know that you can just be in this little small town and still just impact anywhere. And so I really want to stay in the state because I think that, this is where I've gotten everything. This is where I've grown up, and so all my education is from here. And so I think it'll really be beneficial if I stay here and help the state that's helped me. Just the fact that you can work with not even being an engineer, but working in the engineering department. The engineering here is so advanced, and there's so much great stuff here in the buildings, in the engineering buildings that aren't in other places, and you can work in that even, I'm not an engineering major, I don't know anything about that, but I get to experience it and work with it, and I think that's something that, other universities don't have as strongly as, because Tech is known for being such a great engineering school, and so I really get to kind of take a part in that, even though I don't want to necessarily be an engineer. And so it's great because I get to kind of experience that at the same time while I'm learning my stuff. So. Well, I think it's wonderful that I get to do research at all. Like you said, I mean, not many undergraduates get to do research, and so it's really beneficial that I get to experience anything. I have some friends who do research, and they'll just work in the chemistry department or just in the biology department, and I'm really lucky to get to work with Dr. Lvov in the engineering department because, I get to work with so many different disciplines, but even, students who are just in one field, there's a lot of research. Tech is very research oriented, and so a lot of majors, even if you're just chemistry or just biology, they do lots of research with the professors. I have someone who does computational chemistry research and is possibly going to Vietnam because over the summer because of his contacts here at Louisiana Tech. And so it's really, there's just a lot of opportunities for every major, but then working with different fields and combining the engineering with, I have kind of a medical approach, I guess, and more biological, and then they are more math oriented and the chemistry, and so we kind of will work together and can come up with things better than if we were all just the same thing. And so I think that's really, hugely beneficial, and having research experience is so important when you want to go to any kind of graduate school, especially medical school, and so it'll be really great for me. Well, I just think it's hugely important. I think that we're coming up with advancements all the time. I mean, even here, we're coming up with things that can potentially impact, all kinds of people. Dr. Lvov has talked about, cancer treatments and everything that we're just constantly working on here, which can impact all kinds of people. And I think what's important is we can bring a lot of money into the state by getting, federal funding and things that with Dr. Lvov's projects and with all the other professors. If we get funding for this research, it really helps Louisiana because we're bringing resources here and we're bringing people here that can really benefit. And so having all this, I think we really need to focus on science and technology because I think it can benefit, the people who are doing it, but it's also going to benefit the state as a whole, and it can potentially, these medical aspects and environmental and things can really help benefit everyone in the population.